Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 893. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed. So if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do decide to subscribe and stick around, welcome and thank you very much for your support. So, with me wanting to turn this music down a little bit that I have in my headphone, this meditation music, I feel like that's a sign for somebody in this reading that there might be too much noise, or something is really distracting, or it could be like literally loud. This could be fear or just some sort of distraction that is catching your attention. And whether or not this is a good thing or a bad thing, that's for you to decide. But ultimately, I do think that you need to pay attention, especially if it's fear. For somebody here, this distraction could be political or something that the media is putting out, but it definitely doesn't have to be. Something feels like it is creating fear, and you need to pay attention so you can discern whether this fear is warranted or not, or if you are seeing reality. Again, this distraction doesn't have to be fear related or a distraction that is meant to distract you in a bad way. It could be something that's catching your attention that you need to look deeper into. I mean, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I think you do need to look deeper into it so you can understand why it is distracting you. But moving into, you might also be noticing a pattern, but there might be some noise that's making it harder to pinpoint this pattern. But moving into interpreting the number 893, the number 8 is about letting go of someone or something. In this case, it might be fear. Trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. It could be a fear of loss for somebody. But again, as I said with the other message in the beginning, only take this however it resonates. This could be something that is completely unrelated. Maybe this distraction is distracting you from healing or accepting something. It really depends. But my eye just itched, which reminds me of your third eye chakra or your intuition. I think that's something that you definitely need to be listening to right now. Trusting yourself right now, it feels really important. Believing in yourself feels like it could be important too. And being reminded of acceptance again. There could be something that you really, really need to accept so that way you can better navigate it or something. The number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. So whatever you feel called to let go, to walk away from, whatever loss you feel called to trust, there is purpose in it. There is deeper meaning. And I feel like reflection could be important, not only to listen to what your intuition is trying to tell you, but to also put focus into trying to understand the deeper meaning behind the loss or the change or the fear or whatever this feels relevant to. And the number 3 is about, I feel like change here is significant. That's not usually how I interpret the number 3. But number 3 is about communication, self-expression, healing, growing, evolving, investing. Using your voice. It doesn't have to be about actually using your voice. It's also making decisions and taking actions that align with who you are, what you think, what you feel, what you believe, what aligns with your soul, I want to say. I feel that healing is what you need to focus on, finding acceptance for something to help you heal. This feels like an opportunity to grow and with a sense of purpose. And I really, really like that for you. And I want to say for us, because of the number 9, whatever you're going through, it definitely doesn't feel isolated. You're not as isolated as it may feel or seem. Energetically, we do understand each other. Emotionally, mentally, even spiritually, depending on how conscious you are. There could be something significant here about waking up to a truth. And again, this could be political, something with the media, or it could be something in your own life, something about yourself. I feel like something is coming up from your subconscious, or something is being revealed to you. Adding up these numbers, 8 plus 9 is 17, plus 3 is 20, 2 plus 0 is 2, and this number feels like confirmation to let go of something or someone, to either restore balance back to where it was, maybe there's some sort of change here that you need to undo, or to create a deeper sense of balance and stability that you have never felt before. I'm really feeling like whatever is distracting you for somebody, this is what you need to release, so you need to take your attention off of it. You may have to look deeper into it to fully let go of it, or some sort of idea. Number 2 is also about your choices. Use your judgment. Don't make impulsive decisions, and always make decisions that you truly believe in, that you trust, that actually reflect you, who you are, and where you feel called. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to see what wants to come through for you and how it relates to the number 893. The Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot might be significant for you as well. The reading before this you might resonate with. You have the Shaman. It's very interesting. 1 second here. It feels that using your voice is very important. I'm also being reminded of an Ancestor Spirit Oracle card that is also the Shaman. So maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you want to do some research into that. I can't remember what reading it was. But this card also has the number 5 on it, which reminds me of what I was talking about before with some sort of change being significant. I feel like this card is really pushing or confirming the idea of following what you truly believe is right or is meant for you. I actually do feel called to show you the guidebook for the Shaman card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards, because in that reading where that card came out recently, I also showed what was in the guidebook, and I feel called to do the same thing, so give me a second to find that. Oh, just looking for the wrong thing. Let me try this again. G, E, F, G, P, S. Oh goodness. Where is this at? Huh. I'm having trouble finding it. Come on now. Let me see. If you already know what card I'm talking about, this could simply just be confirmation of what you already saw or read. And if you do feel called to, I encourage you to research shaman work. For some reason, I'm having so much trouble finding this. Let me look at the cards here so I can make sure I know what it says. Oh, okay, that's why I couldn't find it. It says awaken your inner shaman. This is what it looks like. It says connect, invoke, and heal. Now let me try to look again in this guidebook. It's actually at the beginning. Okay. If you feel called to pause the video to read this. But yeah, this shaman card in the tarot is actually the Hierophant in the traditional tarot. So it feels like there could be something significant here about your faith or tradition, doing things in a way that is known. Maybe you feel called to pick up some practices that already exist. Feathers might be significant for you. There could also be a father figure that is significant. I feel like your morals are significant too. You might be faced with a difficult choice. There might be something significant about moral blackmail. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I heard about it. And I just burped. But if you've been around, you know that that is a sign to release. And this could be fear. But there could be a decision here that you need to make. And it's a hard decision because you want to do what's right, but doing what's right is scary. Which makes me think that it's important for you to connect with your spirit guides on this. And I saw the number 432 on the timer, which is a sign to trust everything happens for a reason. While I was trying to find this card in the guidebook, I was really feeling a strong feeling of trusting that this is happening for a reason that it took me, it was hard to find this card for a reason. Maybe in that silence you were reflecting on something or thinking on something, and that could be significant for you.